Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome back to One Last Hand. Welcome back to ISS Vanguard. If this is your first time watching ISS Vanguard on our channel, I'd highly recommend going and watching the episode 1 in the playlist. It will talk you through how we got to where we are, which is in a bit of a muddle, granted, but it will tell you how we got to where we are, and it will go for a bit more detail as to the story. I'll give you a quick summary. We found some coordinates in our DNA. They sent us out to space. We found a big Dyson sphere, which had like the remnants of an old civilization. We've followed those clues, and we're now looking to try and identify some more clues. And we've been going to various planets. What's happened? And I think what we need to do is we went to the various planets. Let's just talk this through. So on our bridge, we have the objective from Eons Past. Objective: find more builders' steels on the nearby worlds Brimstone, Matchstick, Everstorm, and Atropos. We have been trying to do this, but I don't think we've been thorough enough. The other secondary objective we've got is topple a Titan, defeat an arrogator behemoth, which is on one of the planets, but we're going to ignore that. We're going to go here, and I think we're going to go and try and do Matchstick, because I had to go back and watch some of the old videos. I think maybe episode 5 was when we had uncovered a load of stuff on Matchstick and then had to run away, and I think during that I then didn't play for about a month, so I forgot. And now we've revisited it. So hopefully that will be what we do. But we are picking up from where we left off. So we're doing all of this. We take our energy and command tokens and all of those things. So we come here and we take all of our bridge cards. We haven't got any objectives or anything. We haven't got any new bridge cards. We generate our token pool. So we've got 2 command tokens. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Of these, and then we've got another 2 more which are over here. Okay, 2 more. I think we're meant to carry them over, so we'll take the extra 1 because I think that's all of them. We can't have any more than that from what I can tell. Then we get 1 situation hopefully from the right group of situation cards. I've made a bit of a mess of that. Okay, what's our situation? Intersectional games. We have a chance to turn all of the misunderstanding and tension between the sections into friendly competition. Shuffle this card into possible situations. Raise morale in the bridge card holder. Shuffle this card into possible situations. We want to do this. We want to go and do this. Our morale is low. If it gets to very low, we're in serious trouble. So we want to go and do this. So let's put these back in here, like so. And we're going to use one of our tokens to go and do that. But before we do that, let's just tuck this over here so we know we've got to do it. Check situations. We don't have any others. We dealt with them last time. Reveal new situations we've just done. Prepare the planetary scanner. So return the landing card. So let's just quickly do that. Landing cards are here. So this is L5. And we're going to take that one. Okay. If we can get there. What I haven't checked is whether we can actually make it to Matchstick, but we're about to find out. So let's have a little look. We've got a lot of power. So we do that. We go to the star map, which says open the book. We can take some action. So we are currently here. I don't know if I can give you a better view of this. Let's have a little look. We are currently here, and we want to get to here, which has no direct route. So you can see NU4 is not on this list. So we have to go to 81 IMF, which is free energy, and on page 4. We can spend 2 energy because we've got a special technology that allows us to spend 1 less. So we spend 2 to go back to page 4. This is page 4. And then from page 4, you can see we can go to TOI 2, which means we have to spend 1 more energy, which is on page 3. And then from page 3, we can go to NU4 SETI, which is on page 5. So there's 2 more energy gone. So let's get back over here. We've got 4 energy still to spend. So I don't know what we've done on these planets and what we haven't. Assign 1 crew member to draw 1 microorganism discovery and move it to the gathered discoveries. Go to log extreme gravity. We should listen to this one just in case we've heard it, and if we haven't, at least it will be able to do it. Make contact. We don't have that objective. So shall we listen to 323? If we've already heard it, we'll know, possibly.
ISS Vanguard bridge audio log 1227-6C.
This world looks like hell. How is there ice?
Science says something about the gravity compressing.
We've definitely
water.
heard this one.
It's like coal or diamonds or something like that.
But I've seen open flames.
Wait, the Explorer is entering the atmosphere. Go, you little curious thing!
Yeah, we've done this. So our thing but interesting. Hold on. But we've now got the hull. So maybe we learn more. So we will do this one. We'll spend our 2. And we will go back here. So this was 323, and we'll skip past this first one. But do we have the BO1 reinforced hull? We do.
ISS Vanguard bridge audio log 12280C.
It barely moves. Come on, my cute robot buddy.
Do you see that? Those strange patterns under the ice.
It's all hazy. Where?
Dark straight lines to the left. They're too regular. It resembles symbols from the Dyson sphere.
Maybe.
No! Don't give up yet! Damn, the shields are malfunctioning!
Over 800 kelvins, extremely high gravity. What did you expect? Anyway, we've gathered a ton of data for science to chew through.
Look at how its lenses melt. So sad.
Okay. The science section analysed the data and discovered that the symbols are indeed related to the builders. Also, they thought about how to upgrade the shields for working in extreme conditions. Well, that's nice of them to think about it. Did they actually come up with the solution? Okay, so that's that done. So we are now going to land. So we have our Matchstick card. Now, I've got that here. Because I'm going to veto this slightly, because we already know this, we've already uncovered all of these, I'm going to avoid the checks that we do here, because we already know that these are the things to expect on this planet. So it feels like, you know, we already know that, so why would we mess around even more with the same stuff? So we're going to get rid of our fish slag. That feels like it's rude to say. I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to use our Space Ranger again. But we'll come back to that in a second. I'm just going to put these up here because we're going to have to pick a thing. And then we're going to go and land. So we've got this in the planetary scanner. And we will finish this off when we get to it. We don't need to worry about it for now. We haven't got this in the planetary scanner because I can't get it in. Okay, there we go. So we'll put that there. We have done this. So we have done the landing. Return the planetary scanner to the landing. Place the landing card L2 in your planetary scanner. Then go to the next star map step. So we have done that. We can close the system map. And we can go to ship facilities. So we'll put that as done. Okay. Now, first thing we want to do is go to the situation room. As always, we're going to get rid of this command token to go there, and when we do, we get to get rid of a situation for free. What number was it? Situation room was 12. Here it is. So no, situation room wasn't 12. Situation room was, that's the hangar. It's this one here, right? Situation room. Apply the when solve effect to one situation. That's going to be this one. So when solved, raise the morale in the bridge. Or shuffle this card into possible solutions. Raise the morale in the bridge card holder, then shuffle this card into possible solutions. Okay, so we go all the way back to our bridge, and we take our low morale and we turn it back to medium morale, which doesn't mean anything, but we could get another command token at some point, which would be good. Possible situations, you go back in there. Perfect. Okay. So that's that. And now we've got one command token to spend. Let's have a look at what we've got. We've got one piece of research, and we've got one production. Oh, we've got some production over here. So it feels like the production is what we're trying to do, right? So we're going to production, which is 12. We could go to the barracks, but I think we just go here. So the first thing we do is we put these in here. This needs tech level 4, so we'll tuck this one up the top here as well. This is starting stage 2. So install production upgrades, we don't have any. Progress current projects. So we are going to progress you. So we'll unlock you. We'll move you along. And we'll move you along. Okay. So that's that. Start new project. So before we do that, let's have a little read, shall we? The planet side outpost. For a while now, the away team has requested some form of shelter they could raise during their exploration of alien worlds, but producing one is light and small enough to fit in a lander bay, yet easy enough to assemble won't be easy. Grants equipment and production project. Okay, so we flip this over, and this says we devise 2 types of planetary construction that can be built by a single crew member and a universal toolkit with them. Move the following cards from unavailable equipment to the armory. E33. E33. E43. Sorry, yeah, E33, E43. And E47. Okay, so we've got those. Move the following cards to the awaiting envelope. C. C27. So we've got that there. We won't have a look at it until we get to it. And then, what was the other thing? From the lander mods, A14. And place it in the awaiting envelope. Okay. Okay, so that's all of those done. Great. Let's have a look at what we got then. So we got the lander mod crew quarters. Just make sure I didn't miss anything here. Doesn't look like it. That goes in there. Crew quarters. Move this mod to the awaiting envelope. Crew members in sectors connected to the lander sector or in the lander sector refresh all of their dice. What? Crew members in sector connected to the lander sector or in the lander sector refresh all of their dice. How do we use that? Do we just use it whenever? What the heck? You're another utility. Okay, interesting. Right, so that's that done. These are the equipment we picked up. So we got a scout craft. Move twice to connected sectors, ignoring the path icons. This counts as an action. If you enter a sector with a log, do not make a second move. Okay, that's 2 green dice we'd have to get rid of. We have a multi-tool. During a dice check, you may place this card in the roll pool of any crew member in your sector, including yourself, to add a spanner and a computer or a blue die to this roll pool. After the dice check, return this card to the armory. I don't know what this means. Does this mean I can just roll a random blue die? What does that mean? And then we have an outpost. A blue plus a red die. Place the outpost token in your sector. This counts as an action. Whenever you rest or exert in a sector with this token, refresh 2 more. Pretty nice. We'll put them in our armory. We've got so much stuff in our armory. It's going to be impossible to know what to take. Okay. Then we move on to start new project. So this is the only one I can start. So this goes into project Q2, and then we can maybe finish projects. So this one is going to take a shield and a science. We do have those. This one is going to take a science and a computer. So I've only got 1 science. Oh no, I do have 2 sciences. I mean, it feels like we should just progress both of them, right? So if I was to take you, and you, that would do it for us, right? So if I boost, can I boost 2? You may assign crew members to work in assembly. Choose a production project on page 14 and assign crew members who convert icons. Then move the card 1 slot to the right. Whenever a project moves to the right, stage 3, flip it and resolve it. Does that mean I can only do 1? Choose a production page. A production project. It says, yeah, I don't know if it's just once. I'm going to quickly check. We've got ship armaments or Dragonfly lander. Let's find out. Okay, helps if I read the last line. It does say you may repeat this step any number of times. So we don't have to choose. We're going to spend Constantine Planck and Jamur Gulubov to get main ship armaments. So let's put those in resting crew. And then we are going to spend Koei Yasin and Mida Ayumi. They're going to go over here as well to get Dragonfly lander. Can I move you? I could move you along as well. Do we want to do that? Is there... I mean, why wouldn't we, right? You and you still gives us enough people to use elsewhere. Maybe we'll do one of you two. We'll spend you two. Interesting crew. Not interesting crew, I mean, they go interesting crew. We move you there. Now I could do that again. Could I do that again? Have I got another computer? No. Can't do that again. Okay, let's have a look at what we got. We got main ship armament. ISS Vanguard was never meant for war, but we can no longer rule out of conflict with intelligent race. The massive energy cannon could potentially keep us safe. Bridge upgrades production project. Security section is ecstatic and many crew members feel safer, but some of us can't help think this is a giant waste of resource. Move the following cards to the awaiting envelope. B10, a Vindicator cannon. Who named it that? Who named it that? Really? Are these the B cards? They are. B10. This is B10. The Vanguard is now ready for battle. Some story events will check if this card's in the bridge. A massive hull mounted energy cannon. Okay, so we can put that in our thing. Okay, so you're done, right? No. Okay, so that's that. You, what else was there on here? B10 and C14. Advanced weaponry. C14. Okay, so that goes into our ready for next time. So that's that. And then, so you go in there. And then we have the Dragonfly lander. The recon section ordered a new light, faster lander capable of flight in a wide range of atmospheric conditions. Grants a lander mod and a lander. So find card A13. A13. Additional rocket boosters. After step 1 of landing procedure, progress the landing track, move the marker 1 space to the right. After step 1 of landing procedure, move it to the right. So we don't start on the space that we always start on. That's quite nice. And get the Dragonfly lander card. So that's going to be over here, which is this one here. Okay, the Dragonfly. It has 4 and 4, which is really nice. Can carry 6 supplies. Just better than everything else, right? It's just better. And it's easier to land from looks things. 4 discoveries max though is the only issue, but I think that's fine. And then we get rid of this card. So you go in there. We can get rid of this box of cards. Have we got the Dragonfly lander over here somewhere? Pelican and Dragonfly. So there that is. Looks very nice. Yeah, the max discoveries is 4, and we can still only have 2 mods, but I think that's good. Okay, so that's that done. Let's tuck this over here for now. We are done here. We move you along. We don't need to do any of you. We go to the hangar. We put in the Dragonfly. Now, I think I got the Pelican last time, so we'll tuck that in there as well. But we know that this one is damaged. Do we want to repair it? 1 mineral discovery and 1 alien tech discovery. I mean, I guess we should, right? Because we don't have alien tech. So we should. We're not going to, though. Okay. Gathered resources. You go there. Mineral. You go there. Perfect. Okay. We have to choose. These go into the bag. Wherever the bag is. I've lost the bag. Hold on. Ouch. I just kicked the wall. Okay, I've got the bag. We are putting all of these cards in here. We are putting our success tokens in here as well. And our energy tokens. Okay. We can get rid of the bag. Next we go into install new landers. Take all lander cards out of the pack, and we've done that. Install lander mods. So I guess we'll put all of these away so we can then have a look at them properly and choose what we're going to take. So we've got utility, 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 and structural. I feel like we had more than these. Where are the other ones? I thought we had one that did the nav as well. Is that over here somewhere? Yeah, just here. There we go. There we go. Let's also put these away. Okay. So that is done. Let's come back over here. Repair the lander we can't, unfortunately. Choose a lander. I mean, it makes sense to go with the Dragonfly, right? There is the Dragonfly. Prepare the lander. So choose a lander, customize the lander. We can take 1 structural mod and 1 utility mod. I mean, we can boost our nav or thrusters, or we could just bump up our heavy plating. I guess that makes sense, right? So we'll take that. And then utility mod, we can either take an extra discoveries limit. We can crew members in sectors connected to the lander sector or in the lander sector refresh all of their dice. Right, is that in every space connected to it? And is that whenever we want? Let's just check. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was getting a bit confused because this one here says crew members may discard 1 charge each, move this mod to the awaiting envelope and gain 2 supplies. Whereas this one here says move this mod to the awaiting envelope, crew members in sectors connected to the landing sector. It's just that they're a different order and it confused me. I'm like, why would that be the case? I was reading it, that's what you do when you get the card rather than when you apply it. So I've gone with the secure containers. We get 1 lander discovery limit plus 1 supply. And we've got 2 heavy plating and our 4 here. We'll put our little thing on this marker, and we'll put our little thing on this marker here. Appreciate you can't see those, but now we have our. We're only going to have to do 2 landing icons. I could have got that down to 1, but I think that's fine. So we've got our landing mod, mission launch. So we need to clean up the planet board. We've done that. Prepare the awaiting. The information on the reveal part of the landing card in the planetary scanner may provide you with more information. I am going to look at the map before I do this because we already know what's on this planet because we've been there. So we're going to bring up the map and have a little look. Oh, I should have put the bookmark in to say we're at Matchstick. Okay, so we're going to open the map to Matchstick. So this might look familiar. We have been here before, and I think it's this space that we need to get to. So we land here. We've got to come all the way down here, which is a bit of a killer. But there's no other way. We can come down here, and then go this way, I guess. Oh no, that's no entry, look. So we'd have to go here, here, down here, and then down here, and then down here. That sucks. But I'm pretty sure this is where we need to be. Okay. So I need to set this board up, but I'm just having a look at what kind of checks we need to make. So maybe I'll set this board up before we do that, because I think the benefit of us, well, we don't want to keep coming back to the same planet. So the benefit of us being here, I'm going to say, is that we know what's here and what to expect. So let me get this all set up, and then we'll pick our crew and all of those things. Okay, we're back and we are ready to go. I think we have set up the map. We've got our crew all laid out. We're taking 3 people for the first time. They've all got their own personal equipment, plus we're taking these 5, 6 pieces of equipment. Hold on. I can take one more. How exciting. Has to be a personal one, though. I guess we take a med kit, right? Discard 1 injury die. That's pretty good. Oh no, we'll take this. This is the thing where you can, if you gain a wounded or critically wounded or burned injury, you may return this card to the armory to ignore it. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so that's all of those things done. I've set up the map as to how it was based on this thing. So we now have to go to 417. Now we will have heard this before.
I'm sending coordinates of the area where the oxygen levels drop due to recent fires. Be prepared for extreme turbulence and low visibility. Good luck away, team.
Does your lander have 5 and 5? No, it does not. Place the lander token on there. We've done that. Proceed. We're going to have to roll a danger die. We've got a single. It's a flash fire. This, I feel like this was bad. Each crew member gains a burned injury or lose 5 supplies by cutting off the cargo hold. Can I use supplies on the way down? I don't really want burned injuries, but I also don't want to lose 5 supplies. This is like surely the worst one, right? Okay, we're all getting a burned injury. No, we're not. We're cut off the cargo hold. Lose 5 supplies. Okay, great. Thanks for that. Progress the landing track. Move the track 1. Okay, we're almost there at least. No, it's not on the marker. Okay, it's the same bloody thing. No, it's this one. Turbulence. Oh, hold on. Was it that one I rolled? I'm going to check that in a second. Return 2 random equipment cards to the armory. Each crew member must lose 5, reduced by... So we'd have to just lose a die. We can do that. That seems much more sensible. So we'll get rid of your plain blue one. We'll get rid of your blue one. Oh, hold on. We'll get rid of your blue one, and we'll get rid of your red one. Okay, that is that. So we have ignored, and we move this to the thing. Yes, it is. Okay, we have successfully landed. Open plan speed on 6 and 7. We've done that. Roll a d10. Okay, it's a 7. 5 to 9. Find mission 42. Mission 42 says... Shy saplings surfaced recently, but they immediately reacted to our landing and began to submerge again. Vanguard wants us to intercept. Catch the sprout. You may perform this action only in a sector with a sprout. Oh, I forgot about the sprouts. Place this card place the sprout on this card. Progress the all-time tracks by 1. When there are no sprouts on the planet board, go to log 234. Were there meant to be sprouts on the planet board? Because I haven't got any.
Science section wish list. Entry by crew member number 325.
I would love to put my hands on the rare species from Matchstick. It's just wonderful how life adapted to flee from sudden air combustions. And of course, the planet's coordinates were found in the eye of the void. So it's just natural to research them.
Wish signed by 79% of science section members.
Only 79%. Okay, we'll put that there. So, yeah, I feel like we're meant to have some sprouts. Place card P130 on top of any card in Sector 2. P130. Okay, let's find P130. Here it is. Hold on, is there lots of P130s? No, there's just the one. The ash field. This area is brimming not so long ago. The oxygen level is low enough to land there without risk of combustion. This card should always be on top of the other cards in the same sector. So it says place this on Sector 2. Okay. And place the lander in Sector 2. Love that. It's closer to where we want to be going. Place a sprout standee in Sector 1 and 8. Let me find those. Okay, so we are back. We've got our sprout standees in in 1 and 8. So this says catch a sprout. You may perform this action only in a sector with a sprout. Place the sprout on this card. Progress all time tracks by 1. So we need either a helix dice roll or a green, 2 greens and a blue. Any accidents will progress this time track by 1. Catch all the sprouts. Catch the sprouts. When there are no sprouts on the planet board, go to log 234. Okay, so we'll put you there, and we get a time track that we're going to put just beside you. Okay. Open shipbook to putting 4, and then carry on. Right. So we have landed. We have our mission to do. We need to turn this over. This one. So our global condition is, if we get a Vanguard symbol, we can draw 1 section card. When to travel along these markers, we have to spend a die or roll a danger die. Okay, great. So we're after sprouts. So we need to put our peeps out here. So we're taking yellow, purple, and blue. I should tell you who we're taking, right? We are taking Jesse Bennett from the engineering department. This is Jesse. Jesse, his expertise is biology. Jesse left their twin brother behind to join Vanguard and often wonders if they made the right choice. Quite unassuming, they tend to fall in line and follow the strongest personality on the team. But when pushed, they refuse to budge on their stance. Their effort in collecting and cataloguing alien organisms has been invaluable. So there is like a personal stories expansion you can get for this. I got it when I had the game first of all. Her special ability is when another crew member travels from your sector, spend 1 charge to move with them, ignoring the path icons. Pretty good. We've got Christos Nikolai. We got him fairly recently. His special ability is during a dice check, spend 1 charge to ignore the results of your injury die. And we have a former Special Forces operative. Christos leapt to the chance to pay off his debts and to do so meaningfully, something more meaningful with his remaining years. Handy in a fight and trained in just about every weapon in existence, Christos has brought many surface missions back from the brink, though frequent nightmares continue to haunt his sleep. Okay. And then finally, I almost took 4, but finally we got Lena Freeman. Anytime, spend 1 charge to take a chosen small or personal equipment from the armory. Pretty good that, right? We've got 2 charges. So expertise is construction. Lena got her start mining asteroids when her father fell ill and lost his spot on the Vanguard. She stepped forward without hesitation to fill in. A natural leader, Lena is a charismatic light aboard the ship. Her smile is her smile, the only thing more formidable than her physical strength. I mean, she's not really smiling there, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, good. Right. That is that done. We get to crack on. So we want to go and get this sprout, right? To get a sprout, we need to do a green and 2 greens and a blue. So maybe we send you over here, Christos. Which means we've got to roll a danger die, and danger die B, which isn't great. Now, before we start, we do have some supplies. I need to give out suits and stuff to people, so you get this suit. Let's just move these out of the way. You get this sensor suit, which is whenever you gain a lead, you can gain 1 additional lead. You get the dehydrated supplies, and you've got a med bay. Dehydrated supplies means I can discard a green or a blue die to get 2 supplies, and place a med bay token in your sector. This counts as an action. Any crew member in any sector with a med bay token may discard a red, a green, and a blue to get rid of an injury die. I don't have to dish these out, do I? I don't think. But this suit is for... Oh no, this suit is for you, sorry, the heavy suit, which is you may ignore all wounded and critically wounded injury effects. You get the purple suit, and you get the mobility suit. So I think it makes sense to let science go there, right? So we're going to move Christos here, because we need to do green and purple, and we're going to roll a danger die to move. Here we go. It's a single symbol, which is lose 1 supply. Okay, so we're down to 0 supplies, but I'm going to replenish those in a second. In fact, these should be over here. Don't know what colours are what. Okay, so we lose 1 supply, we're down to 0, but we don't take an injury. We are now in a place with a sprout, so we're going to roll this die. What cards have I got? Reroll a green die. During a dice check, move a die with a thing and pull to their owner's pool. Discard 1 discovery to gain a discovery. I don't have anything spectacular to help with this. I've only got 1 reroll, which isn't great. During a dice check, you may place this card in the dice pool to grant you a sign. Oh, so we could just use this. I might use this straight off the bat, you know. We're going to use this to get the science, and we're going to place a sprout on this card, and this gets put back in the armory. Okay, that is that done. That's your 2 turns. You are now here, and we turn over an event, which is, if you're in a space with any of those symbols, we have got the little plant, corrosive fumes. We either roll a danger die, a B, or we discard a red die and any other die. I think I'm going to get rid of a red die and a green die for now. That is your 2 turns. You are done. Okay. We were able to move from here, so that's all good. We can get a strange flora or mineral lead token over here if we wanted to, but I think I just want to get moving with these guys, you know. So we're going to do you next, and you're going to move. Now you would have to discard 2 dice to move, and that's still the case. I messed this up royally. Okay, no, that's fine. I should have given this person a better suit to move with so the other person could come with them, but that's fine. So we've got to get rid of 2 die to go to 2, 4, 5. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this red one and this blue one. Okay, so we move, and when we move, our girl Jessie here is going to use a charge. When another traveller moves, travel with them, ignoring path icons. Beautiful. So we are here. That's 1 action. We go to log 245. Is the carnivorous thicket in this sector? No.
Away team, exploration report MI-13.
The cave is no different from others we've already seen. The only features worth mentioning are a deep pond and a cluster of large vines that grow out of it. We also see an elliptical shape beneath the surface. We're moving closer to investigate. Oh damn! It's moving toward us! Run!
Place card P001 on top of any card in this sector. Place the carnivorous thicket standee in this sector. What? P0001 is this one. Place this in any card in this sector. I need to know what a sector is. Place card P0001 on top of any card in this sector. Place the carnivorous thicket standee in this sector. Okay, let me just find out what a sector is. Place the carnivorous thicket. I'll also find the carnivorous thicket and the threat card before we do that. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I was being an idiot once again. So obviously where it says place a card atop, place the carnivorous thicket standee in this sector, place card 00 on top of any card in this sector. It means in this sector, but you might have had different cards on there, right? This is the carnivorous thicket. This also is the carnivorous thicket, just there. And the carnivorous thicket is long tendrils hover above the ground, dripping with thick sap and poison. Using brute force isn't an option here. This threat cannot be moved in any way. If we complete helix or eyeball checks, or 3 reds, we'll be able to move this track along, which isn't looking likely. And then this is going to do these 2 things and do vicious tendrils, and then once it's done a vicious tendril twice, it's going to do carnivorous spores, which is each crew member who is not in the lander sector rolls a danger die or loses a die, sacrifices a die. Each crew member in a sector with Carnivorous thicket or a sector connected, ignore the path arrowheads to this sector with the Carnivorous thicket, rolls a die. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here for now because it's going to be easier to keep track of. We'll get a little time token over here. I don't think we will need one of these. We don't need to put it anywhere just yet. And with that being the case, I think... Is there anything else? No. I think our plan is just to get out of here. So we need to come here, right? So we are going to do a move, which is lose a die. So we'll get rid of a red die and we will move. And you will come with us again using a charge. It's going to be bad when we've got to leave, but I can see why we'd get you to keep moving. We're still in that location. We take an event card, which is any of these locations. We are in one with the moon cheesy thing. Thieving creature. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, I should have used my supply thingy, right? So, it's not on your turn, so we can't do that. Thieving creature. Okay. Sacrifice a die to gain 3 specimens or lose 1 supply. Well, I can't lose a supply. Sacrifice a die to get 3 specimens? I mean, we're likely to get a wound soon anyway, right? Okay, let's get rid of this red die to get 3 live specimen leads. The plus point is the track isn't going up, I guess, but okay, we have a 2, huge. We have a 3, why? Why you like this game? Okay, our live specimen is this thing, a digesting amphibian. When unloaded, you may discard this to draw 1 random type of any entry. Okay, we'll put that on our board. These 2 are discarded, which is bad news. And we get 1 more, which is clearly going to be a 0. Why would I get both of the 2 and the 3 out at the same time? That really sucks. Okay. So that's your turn done. We haven't had to advance any time track, so we're okay on that for now, right? Okay. But obviously, as soon as we get a time track, we're going to have to do the tendrils. That is your go. Now we're on to you. So you're going to continue to run away. You're going to move here, and you're going to discard a die. Got one with a computer on. I can change these into sciences, which isn't going to help. So let's get rid of this red one, I guess. Okay, now you are here. Okay. So that was your move. You can spend this card to get a computer. You can roll this die to get a computer. Oh, hold on, I was travelling. So did I leave? I did leave one of these. I didn't have to get rid of my red die because of my mobility suit. When travelling from sectors with the little cheesy icon, ignore any... on the path. I don't know if this is on the path. I'm going to assume it is. I don't know if it means sprinted. Maybe it means printed on there. I bet it does. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to roll that. We've got this, which is going to help us. And I guess we roll a Vanguard die, right? What rerolls have I got? Reroll a die and convert to a pickaxe. Okay, well, let's just do it, shall we? So we just need we need 2 computers essentially. We got a Vanguard and a computer. So oh no, so that's fine, right? So 2 computers and this, which can be an eyeball, equals success. So these go here, this goes away, and we go to log 160.
Do you have anything from science?
I'm uploading their analysis. You should have it by now.
Give us a moment. So, we were right. This machine should have planted the seed of life on this planet, but it didn't. Should we turn it on?
Or do you want us to scrap it and haul it to Vanguard?
Captain's orders are simple. You should...
So we can either A, turn the machine on as the builders would have wanted, B, take the machine apart, C, leave the machine alone, maybe you'll return here later. I mean, at this moment in time, what have we got to lose other than turning it on? Apart from 100 more carnivorous plants arriving. Turn the machine on.
It works! Not as spectacular as we expected, but it sprayed the surroundings with a rich mix of amino acids and DNA-based bacteria. Builder's life, our beginnings.
Take samples with you. We may learn something new.
Already done. I'm all covered in this stuff.
Okay, gain 1 success. Thank you. Okay, and this unique discovery 10. That's here. Unique discovery 10 is this thing, Seed of Life. When you gain this card, each crew member gains 1 charge. I love that. Congratulations me. I think you can go above your charges. If not, that's what we're doing for this episode. But I'm not 100% sure. I think I've read that you can, but maybe not. Okay, so we do that. Seed of Life goes into our discoveries. And then shuffle S12 from the possible situations or future situations into possible. S12. Okay, S12 is there. It doesn't like it that it's a legal drug one. It just sounds fantastic as to what's going to be happening on my ship. Right, there we go. Put that in there. Okay. Discovery research data leaked from the science laboratories and were used by ill-willed people. Okay. So that didn't do what we wanted it to do, right? But you moved and then you did this check. Am I meant to cover this up or anything? Hold on, I'm just going to go back to 160 in case I missed something.
Do you have anything from...
We turn the machine on.
It works!
Yeah, we know. Gain 1 science. Replace with card 138. I don't know why I'm so bad at just reading, but I am. 138. Okay, 138 is this. Nothing of interest for now. Okay, so that goes there. We are done. So that wasn't what we were hoping it would be, right? What else is there? What else is there? Okay, well look, we do an event. I was hoping this was going to be the solution to all of our problems. Are we at a place? No, we don't have that. So we're going to put this here, because this moves up 1 time track. Then... what happens with you? We put 1 on here and Vicious Tendrils goes off. So Vicious Tendrils is each crew member in a sector with a carnivorous thicket or in a sector connected. So we are in a sector connected, everyone else is not. Rolls a danger die or spends a dice. So I think we're okay getting rid of a die for you for now. We do need to get some supplies back. Hold on, how do we get those? You have to discard some stuff. Okay. Oh, but we do get 1 supply for just having our lander. So we'll go back up to 1 because this is that supply. Okay. So with that being the case, I would have lost that in the last one. So we'll put it down 1. Okay, that's that done. Okay, now I'm not sure what we do because I was hoping this was going to be obvious and we were going to have solved this problem, but apparently not. Oh, but also we move you along 1, right? Because you're here. Am I meant to be doing anything else? You can go and try and get that other sapling, but you're not going to have a lot of dice to do such a thing. But okay, it's back to our turn. Well, look, let's move here. Rolling the danger die. It's a single little pip which is on a B, lose 1 supply. Haha, we can't. Okay, so with that being the case, now it's your turn. You are in the same space as this thing, so we're going to roll this science die here and hope for the best. Roll this one as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got 1 of these. Move 1 die with this into our owner's spent pool. We're okay with that. I was hoping to get a science so I could get a lead token, but we did get this, which means we take this sprout over here and put it over here. When there are no sprouts on the planet board, go to log 234. How many sprouts are on the mission card? 2.
Science section log 2789.
What's most startling, the samples don't resemble anything known from our world. Even the structure, though in principle not that different to DNA, is composed of different proteins. There's no imprint of the divine coordinates, indicating the life here was not created by the builders. This is perhaps the first time we've met life that's not our distant genetic cousin. It's also interesting how some of the plants, if we can name them plants at all, have advanced motoric tissues similar to animal muscles, as well as nerve plexuses that seem to serve as memory storage.
Okay. Gain 2 success. Beautiful. And one strange flora discovery. Just going to give these a shuffle. Here we go. There is our strange flora discovery. An edible rootstock. You may discard this to gain 2 supplies. You know what? We're doing it. Get out of here. 2 supplies for us. 1, 2. Perfect. Find mission 41. Okay. Our mission is simple. Scout the heart of this green planet. Our reading indicates it conceals something important. Reach the sector with that symbol. I'm in it. Okay. When you fulfill your objective, discard this mission. I'm in it. Okay, great. So we can get rid of these. And we can put this here, but we've discarded this now because we're in that sector. It's down here. We're already in it. Nothing's happening over there. Still don't know where this thing is. Okay, we'll put that there like so. Find mission 41, place it on the planet board. Okay, so that was that. Now what the heck do we do? I'm still looking for this thing. I mean, even here, this doesn't turn into anything. This replaced with P131, the moss quilt, which is where you are. So you've still got a second turn, right? A random P131 card is not going to help me. That is not going to help me. How am I meant to proceed here? I don't understand. Okay, we've still got one turn left. What do we do? Am I missing something? Oh wait, does this mean I can move this way, but I can't move this way, right? Okay, so it's like a one-way path. I don't know what to do. Maybe if we leave with the seed of life is going to help us as well. Okay. So you are going to gain 2 strange flora leads, I guess, if we can do that. We need a compass. You don't have any of those. Or we need a red and a green. Okay, well, let's roll a red and a green to get the party started, shall we? Okay, we got an accident and a thing. Accidents don't count for anything up here. So we can just put a little cube on this first one, right? Just like that. That is us done. That was you. You take an event. Okay. This is, are we in one of these places? We are not. So we move the time tracks along one. So this moves up one. And this moves up one, which is another vicious tendril. So each crew member connected, so that's still just you, must discard a die. So I guess we'll get rid of this one. It's getting a bit rough. Oh, hold on, no, we want to use you to get our supplies back in a second, right? Okay, so that's that done. And when Carnivorous Spores goes off, which is this last in the track, we're going to have to roll a danger die, or get rid of a dice entirely. Okay. Okay, so that was your turn. I don't understand what we do here, because I can't see that there's anything that helps us. I do wonder if we leave, because we've got things. I don't even know where we get 7 from. Maybe it's the other mission. So I wonder if we leave now, if we would find out. I am just going to quickly check, because I don't want to keep coming back to this planet. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I think we can safely say what we're looking for isn't here, right? I can't even remember whose turn it was. I think we can. We just had you go, right? So I think we can safely say that what we're looking for isn't here. So we're going to get back to the ship. What I'll probably do is end the episode once we get back and do all of the ship things. Then I'll likely just go to the planets. I won't do all of the ship stages and all of those things. I'll just go to the planets until I can find clearly something I've missed, or it's possibly on Brimstone because we've got the agitator, we ran away, or aggregator, or whatever it's called. Maybe that's what's happening. So I think with that being the case, let's keep going. We're going to try and get back to the ship. So we want you to move first, right? Because we want you to come with this fella. Although it could mean we take damage. So we're going to move. We're going to roll a die. No, lose a die. So we'll get rid of this red one to move here. And then we will, I guess, rest. Let's use this to rest. We're going to get 4 dice back. So I don't really need any special one, so we'll get a computer here, and then we'll get you. Or do we want the Vanguard? We'll take you. So that's 2. We'll take you, and we'll take you. Okay. So that is that. That is our turn done. We do get to draw a card, which is Catch a Breath. So we'll get rid of you, put you in a discard pile over here. Haven't got room for my discard piles. Okay. So that's your turn. We're going to turn over an event, which is, are you in a sector with any of those symbols? We are in the cheesy one. Lose 1 supply, oh good, or roll the danger die. Okay, we lose another supply again. So that's your turn done. And now it's your go. So we're going to rest again, but I have no thing. So I'm just going to lose a die. So we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. Oh, we've already lost 1. Get rid of you, I guess. Okay, so into the blue one you go. We're just going Vanguard die from here on out. Okay, you go there, you go there, you go there, and you go there. Okay, so that's all of our dice back. Now you're going to move, which is expend a die. So let's get rid of the Vanguard die to move here. You are going to come with us, so we can get rid of 1 charge, and then we're going to discard 2 dice again. So you and you, maybe, to move here, and you are going to come with us once again. Okay, that is us done. End of our turn. We do an event card. Are we in a space with this symbol? No, we are not. So we advance the time track. So you move up and we discard you. Okay, we get a new global condition card, which is this one. If we get the atom symbol, we can get a live specimen lead, and to travel we have to do a dice roll to move to a connected sector. Okay, So we'll put the time track down here, but then we also move you up one, which moves us to the Carnivorous spores. So each crew member who is not in the lander sector, we are in the lander sector, we're all good, is connected, so you're not connected. So that's you done. I might as well put one of these things on here, and now it's the scientist's turn, who is going to need to get dice back. The problem I've got is to use my dehydrated supplies, I need to get rid of a blue die. Oh great, okay, so we'll get rid of a blue die, we'll get 2 supplies back, and then we'll remove you. Okay, and then we will get 4 dice back. I just need to move, really. Let's draw a card as well. So this gets moved down. During a dice roll, re-roll 1. That seems like it could be important, but we're not planning on doing any dice checks. Okay, let's get rid of you and put you over here in our discard pile. That's that done. We need to recover some dice, so let's get you and you. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we're going to move here. We're not going to do any more of these. We're going to roll this die. It's a single little pip, which in a B is lose 1 supply. Good, good. So you are here. That is the end of the event. So we turn this one over. Bombardment. Okay. Do any of these icons match? They do not. So we move the time track along. So you go here and you move up here back to this. Vicious tendrils. So anyone, each crew member in a sector with the Carnivorous thicket or in a sector connected, ignore the arrow path to the sector, spends a die. We can do that. So you spend a die, and you spend a die. Okay. So that is that done. So it's then your turn again. You're moving over here. We have to roll the danger die. It's blank. Beautiful. You are here. I guess we just leave. We could try and get more samples, but we're so far away from them, I don't think it's worthwhile taking the risk. Although I could roll all of the dice for you and just see what we get, because I've got a pickaxe, I've got a science. I might as well just do it, right? Because if we get vanguards, there's no downside. Oh, hold on. There is get a burned injury. Is that if we don't get any of these, or is it if we're still here at the end? I don't understand when this would trigger. I guess if we don't get any results. Okay. So we got 1 science. Yeah, because this goes at the end, right? We got 1 science. I could refresh 1 die. So we'll do that. We'll put you over here. So that's that card done. Didn't get any vanguards or anything. I do get 1 science, which is 1 strange flora lead. It's a waste of time, because the 3 has already gone from the bag, so this is all pointless. We get a 2. Oh, maybe I take it all back. Strange flora lead. Okay. These all go in the discard, and we take a event card. Oh, I left this on top. Sorry about that. Okay. Are we in a place with that symbol? No, we are not. So we advance this time track, and we advance your time track to another vicious tendrils. Each crew member in a sector with a carnivorous thicket or a sector connected spends a die. Your die goes, and your die goes. Okay, so it's now your go. We're going to roll all of these, and then we're going to get out of here if we don't succeed. Okay. So we got 2 vanguards. Nice. We got 1 of those. I think we can do multiple of these, right? So we can work our way down. So we got 2 vanguards, which is enough to get 2. 1 strange flora. We need this to be a 1. It's a 1. Beautiful. Okay. This is the strange flora. We got growing digitalis. Okay. Perfect. Put you over there. And the mineral 1 is a bit pointless. It's a 0. Okay, and then we are lifting off. I don't know how we get the other unique discovery, but we are lifting off. So we are I guess maybe because we had to choose a mission when we landed. I wonder if it's a different mission that does that. Okay, we are lifting off, which is 440 on the... Oh, I put the tablet down on the floor. Okay, 440. Is there an aggregator behemoth on the planet? No. Congratulations, you completed exploration. Are you on Everstorm? No. All crew members are not in the lander. They are all in the lander. If no crew members are in the lander, all of its contents are lost. Shuffle all unique discoveries and other cards. Oh, we don't need to do that. Open the ship management. Proceed. Okay, so we just go back to the ship. Nothing happens, right? Is what you're telling me. Let me just check. Is there an aggregator behemoth? No. So it's interesting. Even if I click yes, we're on the Everstorm. Nothing seemed to happen at that point either. Okay, so that is us leaving the planet. So let's get rid of this and let's do the wrapping up phase. Whose dice are these? Yours. Okay. Well, I mean, look, if we take everything else away, it was fairly successful, but it's not really what we came here to do, right? We came here to actually try and move the story forward and failed miserably. But as I say, I think what I'm going to do is I'll flip through and find, just go to each map and just play through it and see what I can find out. I think that's probably the most sensible thing to do. These go back in the, so I will tidy this up properly because we're going to have to make a note of everything we left on this planet, right? So these go over here. Okay. This goes over here. These dice go back in the trays, so bear with. I'll just tidy all of this up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are back. You know what we forgot to do entirely was take a rank up card. So we're going to shuffle them. And if we did what we were meant to do, we'll accept the rank up. If not, anytime during planetary exploration, prepare breathtaking footage. So we couldn't have done that. You know, if it had been like gain a unique discovery or something, we'd have done it. But so we didn't do that. We need to go to page 25 of this book. I've done all of my saving bits. So page 25. Okay, leaving the planet. Each crew member returns their section card. Yeah, done all of that stuff. Return all lead tokens to the bag. Yeah, done all that. Make sure only the following components. We've done all of those things. Go to docking. Mission failure. We didn't fail. Discard excess discoveries. We've only got 4 in total. Or 3 in total, sorry. So that's fine. Assemble available crew members. So we're going to take our resting crew. So you can go, you're yellow, you can go over here. You're science. You're blue. You guys are recon. Science, engineering, science again, recon, no engineering, and science. Okay, so that's all of our science guys. We'll keep them separate because these guys go in the resting thing. Is that right? I think from memory. Assemble available crew members. Go to debriefing. Promote crew members if the rank up was successful. It's not create a success pool. We've got all of those yet. You may buy or sell dice. We should probably consider doing that. We've got so many success tokens. I'm going to do that between episodes. We'll maybe buy some new ones, but it only matters for our rank 2, so it doesn't really matter at this moment in time because most of our people are rank 1 at the moment. We do have a few rank 2s. Unloading. Unload unique discovery. So we take this unique discovery in the lander and we put it into this here. Move card B12, Project Eden, if we complete this row. So we're one step on the way there. Unload other discovery. So we put these into our gathered discovery slot. Love that. Store the lander. So yeah, go to med bay. No one got injured, so we can skip past med bay. Release non-injured crew. Move any non-injured crew to the resting crew. So these guys, I think I've been forgetting to do this. These guys go in resting crew, although I think they've all been injured. Med bay. Do we have people who move back? I should have checked that. Hold on. Med bay. So there's no one injured here. Oh, hold on. Hold on a sec. There's no one injured in med bay. So that's fine. We've got no new peeps on the memorial wall. Keep coming back and remembering these people I killed needlessly. Okay, save point. We've recorded our current planet and all of those things. I think that's us done. So I'm going to move this over. What I am going to do, I'm going to play out going to Brimstone, going to Everstorm again if need be, to try and figure out if I missed it or if I just haven't done what I needed to do. But I won't put those on camera because I think it's getting a bit repetitive, me going to the same place over and over again. But what I'll do is I'll give you a summary of what happened at the start of the next episode if I can find it. If not, who knows what's happening. But I get the feeling I missed what I needed to do. Or when we went to Brimstone, I feel like there was a behemoth around here somewhere, and I suspect it's one of these things. So we'll do that bit off camera, and then, you know, if anything interesting happens, I'll put it in a blog or do a separate video just explaining and sort of going through it. But if not, we'll just put it at the start of the next video that this is what happened. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe button, do all of those things. I might level up and get some new dice because we've got so many success tokens. There isn't enough to keep going without them. So I might do that as well. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.